Right. And you better funk 'em all night. Do you feel the funk? Do you got funk? Do you want to get funky with me? Do you got funk? Go on, get funky with me. Do you got funk? Show you got funk. Oh yeah, you funky. Come on now. Let me see you get funky. Let me see you get funky. Let me see you get funky. Do you got funk? Do you feel the funk? I funk you, you funk me. How funky do you want me to be? Do you like it nasty? Do you want to get sweaty? How you like your funk? Do you want it fast? Do you want it slow? Which way you want to go? Do you want to get funky with me? Do you got funk? Let me see your funk. Come on now. Do you got funk? Go on, get funky with me. Do you got funk? Show me you got funk. Oh yeah, you funky. Come on now. Let me see you get funky. Let me see you get funky. Let me see you get funky. Do you got funk? Is that feeling creeping through your bones? Okay. Once again, it's Dear Conyer. This is the Dear Conyer experience. This is my wall, my narrative, but I get a chance to just get myself in a situation where I free myself up and share my heart. Who knows? Just kick it with you, vibe out with you. Listen, I've been doing this the whole year of 2020. And I will continue in 2021. One of the essential things I thought I'd do is every time I come on live, I'd discuss a little bit more about who I am and what I am, who I am. But anyway, I came over to Sweden back in 1991. I stayed here for about 7 months. Met a Swedish girl in Hawaii, was stationed in Hawaii. And before I got out, we linked up and she wanted to go take me to Sweden. So I came to Sweden and I landed in Vitlanda. Stayed here for about 9 months and went back to Hawaii for 7 more years. Worked there, did different things, got out of the military, was in the Navy, and from that point on I wanted to do Europe and got a chance to do it. So then we went back to Hawaii, and then we had my son. We moved back here again in '97, and we had my son. And we had my daughter first in Hawaii. She was born in Hawaii, actually. And my son was born here. So during my travels back and forth from Hawaii to Sweden, I have 2 kids, 2 beautiful kids. Anyway, that's a little bit of my story. Anyway, so subject tonight is Your good is better. Your good is better. Your good is better. Your good is better. That's our subject tonight. We've been dealing with some really hot topics as of lately, and for me, I just flow with it. I don't really come up with these subjects. I mean, I just think it's a part of my download. But anyway, our good is better. What if I told you that everything was actually a process and that everything here has seasons? And sometimes God will order struggle, because that's the only way. We have a tendency as human nature to be lazy and be content with just enough. And we never find out who we really are. So during the struggle that he orders, something comes out of us. Something comes out of us from the struggle. And so people who are comfortable have no idea what struggle means, because the point is human nature has a tendency to want to be comfortable. You can't get anything done in your comfort zone. Many people have heard that. I'm sure you've heard that. Your good is better. Challenging oneself to be better has to realize where the good and the sub-level of good is, where you're not even trying, or where you're not. We're all born to make a difference. We're all born with a purpose. And I think a lot of people sleep on that. And as we move forward, dealing with some of these things that are going on, I think that it's separated different people. Everybody's separating, dealing with, but we're all dealing with the same thing. This is very, very important. But what's unique is that in each household, you have an opportunity to do certain things. You can rethink your position in life with the downtime, restart, rekindle, look at some of the past things that you want to achieve and some of your dreams and your purpose, because now we know that life can go just like that. So your good has to be better. We got to strive for something. We got to move forward. We got to move forward as human nature, as humans, and as people of different ethnicities. We have to be okay with being different. I mean, we have to do something better than this. So what I'm saying is, when God orders struggle in your life, you don't get mad at the coach when the coach tells you, puts you in the game and says, "Hey, go ahead and do your thing." Life is supposed to be lived. Life is supposed to challenge you, how you feel. And if you don't challenge how you feel and how you see and how your perspective, then you're not growing as a person. If you're not growing as a person, then your good can never be better, and your best is not even achievable. So my thing is that we'll start with your good is better. So what are you doing except complaining about how bad it is? Are you doing anything to push us forward? Are you doing anything for mankind? Or are you only thinking about you? Hey, I'm sure you were raised that way to only think about you. That's okay. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you think, not how you were raised. See, many people come to the point where they say, "Oh, well, I was raised that way. You know what? You have a chance to do your thing right now. Your legacy. Make your mind up. Not what your mama and daddy taught you. Live this life for you. Imagine the people who are racist, they hand down racist ideas. Imagine people who's religious and they hand out these religious ideas, which is judgmental. Imagine certain things that are handed down because you think that's the way it should be. People are not thinking for themselves, so then the good can't be better. We're just living out what we've been taught. So my idea is to rethink, refocus, recenter while we have this downtime to try to make your good better. Lord knows we could use some more better people. Huh? We could definitely use some more better people. Seems like everybody's greedy. Seems like everything is hopeless. The information is not coming in like it's supposed to come in. But for me, personally, hey, my job is to actually love one another. That's what the last commandment was. That we love one another. We're not going to be judged by how we treat each other anymore. We're going to love one another right where we are. This is a very important fact for me. As I grow in this whole thing about loving one another, it's a very important thing. My good can't be better unless I'm better to the next person next to me. where I see me inside of them, where I have compassion, where I have empathy, where I'm actually making a difference and not just talking about it. So, hey, is your good better? It's a question only you could ask. Huh? Well, listen, I thought I'd kick it with you. Make sure your good is better. Make sure you treat somebody else better than you've been treated. This is the only way we can drop this chain. I mean, everybody's been hurt, so you can't bump the hurt. I mean, this is what it is. Everybody's going through seasons to get to some place. What is that place? I think that place is called purpose. Why are you here? Destiny. Purpose. Do you know what purpose is? Purpose is just helping one another. That's a purpose, because ain't nobody else doing it, right? We need more better people. Make your good better. Challenge yourself to see life differently. And if you're being held up by obstacles and you feel heavy, then you're probably carrying something you shouldn't be carrying. So put a microscope on how you feel about things, microscope how you see people, and are you treating each other better? Do you hate anybody? Does anybody hate you? Are you mad with somebody? Is somebody mad with you? Huh? This is the only things you can ask. Make sure your good gets better, huh? Show some love to somebody else besides you. We sure could lose a little bit more of that love around this planet, huh? Around this spin this dust ball. But anyway, my time is up, and I just want to say one thing. I love you. If you ain't heard it today, you heard it from me. Derek Conyer says he loves you. Get your groove on. Anyway, I'm out. My time is up, and I'll holler at you next week, okay? If God's will be, I'll see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Peace and head grease. I'm out.
Introducing the Voyage.
Our life is a movie. Hit you with something so groovy, make you wanna know who we be. Our life is a movie. Hit you with something so groovy, make you wanna know who we be.
Alright, cut. Hold the cameras. Alright, you ready? Yo, you ready? Alright, go ahead, shoot. Go ahead, shoot. Action. My life is like a movie. Yeah, y'all gotta see it. Cold starving before aces. Well, so be it. My mind, I gotta free it. This is how I survive. I don't even know if I could face staying alive, but this nigga got pride. Some people made it, some people died. But what goes on in the hereafter? Straight into the next chapter. I miss some niggas, and I can swear I hear laughter.
Life is a dream, poetry in action. We doing it with passion. So I'm asking, are you living out your dreams? Get yours, 'cause the moment's steady focus, take aim. There's nobody else to blame. It's a movie, hit you with something so groovy, make you wanna know who we be. Ain't no dream to me. Our life is a movie. Something so groovy, make you wanna know who we be. Ain't no dream to me.
Beam me up, Scotty. There's no host down here.
Roman Killer represent the Forest y le dice oye, porque toda la cámara está preparada para la batalla. Batalla magistral, fuerte. El cielo desea nuestra muerte. Apártate, transparente, ser inerte. Ambiente, si la vida gane, se cómprese en modo operado. Este no es como este a oeste. Droma, el mundo del mundo, adiós, Dios, emoción, flow, máquina. Control perfecto del método morado de la galaxia aquí.
Cuando aparezco en tu vida, pregúntame que en tu vida de luz. Soy la vida en luz. And as my sunshine passes through the sky, to give you light, to wipe out all these lies and confuse. Our life is a movie. Hit you with something so groovy, make you wanna know who we is. Ain't no dream to me. Our life is a movie. Hit you with something so groovy, make you wanna know who we is. Ain't no dream to me. As we sit out live by watching kids die, like it's a do, how much bullshit we consume. Here you can push rewind and play every day, but in real life it ain't that way.
3/4 partes de la Tierra, llámame planeta, está crudo, ría. Bien muerto mientras este corte se producía.
Mientras niños mueren, tú sonríes y mi cuerpo no se resiste de este dolor.
Life is a living process. Strive to be your best. You definitely see progress. For God's sake, don't hate, don't wait. Just get your own place. Struggle for mines. My life wasn't always so great.
No dream to me. Our life is a movie. Hit you with something so groovy. Make you wanna go movie. Ain't no dream to me. Let's get action.
Dios, ¿tú me entiendes?
Qué fuerte. My whole life is a movie, nigga. What?
Mine's too, and I'm living it up.
Increíble.
Shit. I better ask somebody. No puede ser. Por Dios, I'm getting mine.
Ahí sí. Estando ahí.